Chops Garage is proud to be sponsored by Car Vertical, the largest online database of vehicle information. Use the link in the description down below to find the true history of your vehicle or one you're about to buy.
Right, finally getting round to cleaning the Hyundai i20 automatic we bought. Remember, this is the 1.4 automatic on a 2010 with only 20,000 miles on it. The thing is a brand new car. So it's been sitting around for a while. I haven't had a chance. It just needs the lightest of cleans, really. But obviously, when it's this cold, my hands are getting absolutely freezing out. I'm trying to use warm water in the bucket to make it not such hard work. But yeah, so we're going to give it clean, put it inside, give it all the hoover up. But we nearly had a massive error with this one. It's an interesting story, so I thought I'd tell it to you guys. You enjoy the stories. It's no shade at all on the person that I'm talking about here. I think we've probably had a good laugh about it. So what happened was, I had a phone call. A gentleman left me a voicemail. I rang him back, and he said he's a subscriber. He watches the channel. He's looking for an auto car, but he lives all the way the other side of London, and he'd really like the Hyundai, the automatic Hyundai I've got in, the blue automatic Hyundai. So I was like, great. No problem at all. I said, the only thing is, obviously, that's a long way. I said, you're going to be paying around about £500 just in transport alone. I said, you know, worst car salesperson in the world, I have to suggest you probably better find something local. So yeah, I just thought, you know, to be honest, I wanted to be clear with the gentleman that, you know, for the cost of the delivery, did he really want this car? Could he not find one locally? Because he explained he was on a bit of a limited budget. Anyhow, he also explained he needed to part exchange a car as well. So we got the details of the car. I went off, found out the part exchange price, gave him a ring back, and gave him the part exchange price, which he was happy with. He'd had a think, because I told him to have a think overnight as well about the cost of delivery and whether this is really what he wanted to do. Because he won't mind me telling you that he was obviously, it was a bit of an elderly gentleman, and you know, I like to give people plenty of time to think it through. I don't want everybody accused of rushing somebody, pushing a sale on someone. So he rang him up the following day, said to him what I could do part exchange wise on his car. He was happy with that price. He'd had to think about it, and because the car was so good that he would like to go ahead, and how could he go about paying for the car, and did he need to put deposit down? So in terms of paying for the car, I said you can either do bank transfer or you can pay via a debit card. He asked me if he could pay via PayPal, which I have to say is the first time, but I understand why, because obviously you get level of protection with PayPal. I said that wasn't something I'm prepared to do, because the only thing with PayPal is people can reverse PayPal, can't they? And then you're having to chase down your money afterwards. Obviously things like credit cards, I get big fees on them, so I don't tend to accept credit cards on the full payment of the car, except for deposit, but not for the full payment of the car, unfortunately, because again, it's just huge fees on it, and then you've got a credit card company involved as well. I've not liked the idea of that. So I said either bank transfer, I said, or cash or debit card. He also asked if he could pay for the car when it arrived, which obviously if you're going to load up a car and take it all the way to someone, it's ideally you're paid in advance. But like I said, the gentleman was elderly, and I kind of broke my own rules and said he could pay Adrian when he arrived with the car, but he would have to absolutely pay for the delivery in advance. Because obviously, if the car turned up and he decided for whatever reason the metallic blue wasn't quite a metallic that he liked, I'd be on the hook for the delivery. I explained that would absolutely have to be paid in advance, and that would be non-refundable, the delivery side of things. Because at the end of the day, it's not my choice for the customer distance purchase it. They're welcome to come down here and buy the vehicle. I said, I'll send you an email with all the information about how the delivery would work, how the payment would work, how it would work if you needed to return the vehicle. I'll give you all of that in an email. And again, you can take the night to think it over, go and talk to somebody else you want, talk to your family, and make sure they're happy with the deal as well. And if you're okay, then tomorrow we can go ahead and we can put a deposit down on the car. During that conversation, the chap said, yeah, I watch all your videos, and I saw your video the other day, and I was looking at the car, and I was thinking, it's the only car you haven't moved out. You've moved all the other cars and fiddled around with the other cars. That's the only one you've not gone to. So I was hoping I'd get another look at it. Because he said, I saw the video when it came in, but I was hoping I'd get another look at it. Because I'd offered to do his own dedicated walk around of the car, but he said he'd already seen it and he was happy enough with that. I didn't need to go to that extent. Anyway, so I put the email together, I sent it over, rang him in the morning, and he said, well, I haven't received the email, so I confirmed the email address again. It was slightly incorrect, so got the email to him with all the details. Anyway, about an hour later, the gentleman email went, No. I was talking about the Hyundai i30, the light blue Hyundai i30. So those who watch the channel regularly remember I had the Hyundai i30 in before this. There was also immaculate and low mileage, although it wasn't 20,000 miles, and I had said several times on the phone that it was 20,000. You know, oh yeah, it's amazing. It's only got 20,000 miles on it, but no, that I think had more like 40 or 50,000 miles. The one we got from the home built guys. So it turned out what happened is a gentleman had actually been watching videos that were a month or two old. Obviously, that Hyundai i30 sold a while ago, didn't it? To that really nice Malaysian couple came and got it and took it away. So they've had that for a while now, and that's not been in stock. So he was watching old videos, watched the video, got excited about the i30, got straight on the blower, and obviously when he started the phone call, he said, "Is that automatic Hyundai still available?" So. You know, I'd gone, "Oh yeah, the blue one with 20,000 miles. Yeah, that's still in stock." So there is evidence, if ever you needed it, that it's always worth putting stuff in writing if you're distance dealing with somebody, because I would have hated to thought if he'd paid the deposit and paid for the car to be delivered by Adrian, and then this turned up rather than the i30, because obviously in the email I'd put the make, the model, the age, the mileage, the service history, what we'd had work done to it to make sure it was absolutely crystal clear. But yeah, we caught that one just at the right time. That would have been a very interesting conversation to have had. Anyway, let's crack on and get it cleaned up, because I'm sure there's a good home for it elsewhere. And yeah, of course, no issues with the person at all. The guy that watches the videos, it was a great crack. I had a good laugh with him on the phone. He didn't take up any of my time really, so you know, there's no problems at all with that. And I do wish him the best of luck finding the right car. Hopefully he can find one locally to him that is as nice as this one, or the actual light blue Hyundai i30 you've been looking at. Anyway, let's crack on, get it cleaned up and get it inside. Right, I managed to get the i20 all cleaned up. Did a walk around video on it. You can always go and see those videos, by the way, on my other channel, CG Car Sales on YouTube. Thanks, Dor. If you're interested on how I do the walk around videos, how I describe the cars, for those of you that are looking to get into car trading, I cannot stress enough how important the videos are. Really difficult this time of year. The sun here goes across the back of these trees and stays really low all day, so you've got a really small window for getting decent pictures and for getting the videos done. Unfortunately, at this point of day, from about 3:30 onwards as well, the road gets really busy coming up here, and the trucks go up quite slowly because they have to change gear up here, so you stop start making the video all the time. First world problems, eh? But yeah, I mean, that's the kind of strange little things you have to think of in this game. Obviously the optimum times to get your pictures where you don't get too many shadows inside the car, where you get the best reflection of light on the vehicle. It can be a bit of a challenge sometimes, and to do it without background noise, all that kind of stuff. That's why it always ends up being quite a lot of editing for each video. Right, I wanted to vaguely point because it's too dark outside, but while I was doing the i20, I was getting loads and loads of messages from dealers on the Freelander. There's no point pointing out, you can't see anything, it's too dark. So yeah, the 2014 Freelander I got from the dealer yard the other day. I said I was going to trade out loads of the cars. Obviously I've traded out Citroen Picasso. I've traded out another car which I haven't put in a video yet, so I won't mention that. And I've traded out that Freelander now as well. I say loads of interest, and I thought 140,000 miles might put people off, but I guess the fact is a one owner with a full Land Rover service history. The guys that like Land Rovers and do 4x4s have been, loads of them been messaging me. I have just agreed a deal with a trader. He's going to come and pick it up tomorrow. So that is going straight out the door as well. So this is going to allow me to focus more energy on the small cars. Reason being, I don't know how long those cars take to sell, but I've had two people come by the last 2 nights while I've been working. People pass this place all the time, wanting small cars. One of them's come again tonight to have a second look. Really interested in the Chevy Spark, but I think we might be onto the Rio with them now because they needed something a little bit bigger. But those cars, $3,000, you know, they're bang, 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 bang. They're going straight out the door. And we know I've still got the Micra to get done. I've still got the Up to get done. They're going to be core cars for me. How long it take to shift things like the Freelander, I don't know. So deal done, made a bit of money out of it, and move on to the next thing. You remember in this game it's all time versus money as well, isn't it? So although I'm not making the full retail money out of something like the Freelander, I've got no time in it whatsoever other than going and picking it up. So in terms of profit for hourly rate, which some people talk about, you know, what's your hourly rate? Profit per hourly rate, trade deals are the best, because traders just go, yep, I want that. Can we agree this price? You get 1 or 2 messages at most, and the next thing they're booked in to pick it up. They don't muck you around. They don't want to know the inside out of a duck's backside. They want the reg, they want the mileage, the service history, brief overview, what's it going to need for retail, and then that's it. We're picking it up tomorrow. They're normally super quick at picking up as well, and we know I'm short on space at the moment. So, although obviously, to be making money while prepping another car is the ideal situation. Especially when you're a plum and you keep buying stuff that you shouldn't really buy. Anyway, as always, massive thanks for watching. We're going to try and keep up these daily updates. Maybe not so much over the weekend, but we're going to try and keep it up so you got just a day-to-day of what's going on at Chops Garage. I hope you're still enjoying them. A massive thanks to everyone that got me to 40,000 over the last couple of days. So those new subscribers that pushed me up to that 40,000, massive thanks for that. It was the next milestone. I'm really pleased to have done that before Christmas. I'm hoping next year I could get to 50,000. If I'm at 50,000 by this Christmas next year, I'm super chuffed if I could get to that. What I'm thinking about to celebrate getting to 40,000 this year is, before December is out, who is interested in a live? Do you want to do a live broadcast from Chops Garage? All you guys that have been messaging me about how to become a dealer, what's the best thing to do about becoming a dealer, where to find your stock, what terms and conditions you should have, how you should market them, how to get the best price from all the people who've got those kind of questions, and any other questions that people might have, we can get them all answered on a live. So comment down below if that's something you'd be keen to get done, and then I'll make sure we give plenty of notice in advance. Anyway, massive thanks for watching. Please, if you enjoyed it, give the video a thumbs up. It's one of the best things you can do to help a channel. And as we're aiming for 50,000, please check below. Are you subscribed? Remember, it's free, costs nothing, just updates you when latest videos come out. Anyway, it's dark. Let's go home. Thanks a lot. Bye.